Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hey, just wanted to jump on here real quick and show you the miscellaneous case knives I told you that I was going to show you. All right, let's show you one that I've had the longest. The one that I had the longest is I believe it is a 2008. Yep, I am correct. It is a 2008 amber bone canoe. This one I got from Miss Jenny for Christmas in 2008. I have not carried, sharpened, used anything this knife. This knife is brand new, just like it came out, and this is a CV knife. See that etching on that blade? Hoping you can see it. There you go. Got the Indian in the canoe. And it's got that big old spear point and that pin blade, 62-131. But this is a beautiful knife. Like I said, never been used, never been carried, never been sharpened, never been nothing. This one has actually been a true collector that I've never carried and I never will. Christmas present from Miss Jenny, 2008. It's the only canoe I got. The next one belonged to one of my father-in-laws that my mom was married to. He was a Marine. And this is a 1993 62032. You probably won't be able to see this. I don't know. You might be able to see it right there if it focuses. But this is one of the last ones that they did like this, because they actually changed it mid 1993 because everybody was throwing a fit that they had put the dates on them. I think it started in 90. And it actually says 1993 right beside the USA. I don't know if you can see that or not. But anyway, this is one of the ones that they dated like that. All the collectors and all that started throwing a fit, so they changed it back to the dotting system for like mid 93 on. But anyway, I'm not sure of the official color. It might just be the brown bone. I think it's almost like the pretty bone that you hear guys talking about, the pretty bone, in my opinion. And this knife has never had any work or anything like that done to it. But if you look, the pins are recessed. I don't know how or why or whatever, but they're recessed on both sides. There's you a good picture of that, the bone. This side's a little lighter, but it's still beautiful. Anyway, 62032. Then I'm just going to show you the rest, because the rest I have picked up or have been gifted to me. This one I bought because I didn't have any Sodbuster Juniors. I bought it. It's supposed to be Mediterranean bone, but this thing was so black and dark, you couldn't even tell it had any blue in it. It's supposed to be Mediterranean blue. Anyway, I ended up sanding it down, making it way more blue, and then I decided I was going to toast it, so I did. This is the only Sodbuster Junior that I have. Bought it from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. It is pretty on the edges, and it looks okay now that I sanded it down some and toasted it and all that. You can see some of the blue in it there. You can see some of the blue in it there. Anyway, one of a kind. It's mine. I don't care. All right. Then I'm going to show you a couple that was gifted to me by the same gentleman. First time I ever met him. He pulls this one out and gives it to me. And a sheath that he had it in. This is a full-size sodbuster. And it is carbon steel, 33 or 3138. 3138 carbon steel. You can see it's got some teeners on it, and I've used it some. Yeah. But this one was given to me by all of our buddy Cornbread. Got like that bird's eye pivot. It's cool. That's a classic. Yellow Delrin. A good one. All right. And then he sent me this one because I had put a video out. And in the video, I was talking about the Uncle Henry. I think it's a UH-897 maybe. That is it's made very similar to an 18 pattern case. And I'd said in the video that I didn't have an 18 pattern case and I was going to find me one. And because I carried that little Uncle Henry for years and years and years and years. Probably 20 years. This is back before I even thought about collecting any kind of knife. I just had a pocket knife on me. I've always carried a pocket knife. And I carried that little thing every day I still got it. It got loose a little bit. The blade's a little bit loose. I'm sure the Swindon key is worn out or whatever. But I put it up. Don't really use it anymore anyway. I said that it's made really similar to an 18 pattern. And I was going to have to get me an 18 pattern. So what happens? This one comes in the mail. In a sheath that he made especially for me. I'm going to get a slip. I'm going to get the slip out here in a second and show you. Let me show you what that is. That is an autumn bone case with the coat of arms shield. That is a beautiful knife. But it is an 18 pattern. And it's got that long, like Turkish clip blade. Got a sheep's foot. Got a little spay. This one's stainless steel, but that bone in this one's beautiful. Hold on just a second. I'm going to grab a slip and show you that Cornbread sent me. All right, y'all. He sent me that little knife, and he sent it packed in this. See, it says Mickey. Cornbread punched that in there. Cornbread made this sheath, stitch her up, put some orange on it, put some tiger stripes on it, made the case orange, or the slip orange, because me and him both like that team right there. All right. Anyway, 6318 Cornbread sent me. All right. This next one I bought from Bill Seville. And this is a gorgeous little knife. And people have gone cuckoo over these little knives on eBay. They are selling these things for like 250 bucks a piece. I didn't pay nothing like that for it. But I got it. And I bought it off of Bill Seville. It is a little... This one is a old red bone, pocket worn, Tony Bose swayback. And that bone on this little knife is gorgeous. This is a 2015. It is a TB 61117. And this is the little gent jack, single blade, super thin, beautiful little knife, gorgeous little knife. Bought it off Bill Seville. Then I got two more. These next two's the oldest two case knives that I have, by far. This one, it's pretty wore out, but it is a slimline trapper. And it is, if you can see that right there, it is X's under. So it's a 20 to 40, and it's been whittled on. It's about wore out. I have not tried to sharpen it or anything like that, but hey, for the age, that's just a cool knife. And then I got one that you can read it still. It's tough to read. Let's see if you can get it. It is a tested error. And I misspoke on that one. This is not a 20 to 40. That's a 40. That's a 40 to 64. That's X's under. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I was thinking about this other one. This one is a 20 to 40. That's tested. And overall, this knife is not in great shape. I mean, the little plastic type handles are broke. I put super glue down in them and tried to stabilize them a little bit so they wouldn't fall apart. And somebody ground on it there. Somebody probably worked on this knife before because there's ground there too. But anyway, this is a tested, a little tested. It doesn't have any snap at all. But I bought this one at the US 25 yard sale last year maybe. So 2024. For $5. For $5, I wasn't going to leave it laying there. It's a cool little knife. Very cool little knife. All right. That's all the miscellaneous case knives that I have. Or those that I just showed you. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Little miscellaneous that I picked up here or there, or that's been gifted to me. But those are not the typical patterns that I'm gonna pursue and collect. I did miss one. Hang on. Actually, I told a fib. I missed two. Sorry. First one, y'all seen this one before. I've showed it a couple times. This is a 1970 Moose pattern that belonged to my daddy's next door neighbor. Overall, it's in pretty good shape. But it's the 1970. It's a 10 dot. I don't know if you can see the tang stamp there or not. Maybe there. But the neighbor carried this thing to work every day for years and years and years. And if it'll show up there, it's a 6275 SP. 6275. It's on a 75 frame, but it's a Moose. You got one on each end. SP, from my understanding, that meant it had the spade blade in it. That's a good old knife, and that sucker is sharp. And the other one that I missed is the one I just picked up in Pigeon Forge when me and Miss Jenny was down there just a few weeks ago. It is a little jackknife. And I forget what model number Kalen told me he thought it might be. I think it's a 31 pattern or 35 pattern. I can't remember. Anyway, this is 1972. It's got 8 dots. And this one is not in great shape. And like I said before on the other video, I think I probably overpaid for it, but that's okay. This is a cool little pocket dropper. And I got it home and sharpened it up, and it's sharp. But it's got half stop on that blade, on that sheep's foot, ram's foot, whatever you want to call that. Got half stops on that blade. And then it's got a little pin blade. And man, this thing is still, I put a bunch of ballistol in it and that, and I have worked it, and I have worked it, and I have cleaned it, and I have worked it, and I have cleaned it, and I have worked it, and it's still getting black goop out of it. But if you notice, when I first showed you the video after I first got it, it didn't have very much snap at all. You hear that one? And this one here was kind of lazy too. It's got plenty of snap now. It was just nasty and dirty down in there. I got a little bitty screwdriver that came with, I think it came with a, it doesn't say a name on the side. I think it came with a Bose fast fire red dot optic that I put on our turkey guns is what I think it came with. But it is small. It is a little bitty. So you can take it down in those channels and clean that garbage out of there. See there? Still got garbage in it. But I just take them and scrape all the lint and the garbage out of them. But I have cleaned, like I said, I have cleaned and cleaned and cleaned and cleaned some more on this little jackknife. And it's finally got to where it's got pretty good action. Hear that? Got pretty good action on both blades. So anyway, that's a cool little pocket dropper. And I almost forgot it. I almost forgot the moose. But that's all of the miscellaneous type case knives that I have. I know I've told y'all several times. The only ones that I'm going to actively collect are mainly copper lock and some trappers, and probably some mini trappers. And these other ones I have just acquired over the years, or I wanted one of them little jackknives. And I told Miss Jenny, I said, that'd probably be the only other kind of knife that I would pick up while we were on vacation, because I'd saved up a little bit of money to buy me a knife or two on vacation. And I happened to find that little jackknife. Like I said, I probably overpaid for it. It's got some cracks in the handles, and it's got some, looks like it's been repaired here or there. But it is a cool little knife, y'all. And it is really pocket worn, just like that 1970 Moose I had. It's pocket worn, real deal pocket worn. Anyway, y'all, I just wanted to show you the miscellaneous case knives that I currently have. And anyway, I appreciate y'all watching, and I appreciate you listening to my rambling, because I get on some rabbit trails once in a while. Not once in a while, pretty often. And anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. Till we see y'all again, y'all have a good week, good weekend, and God bless you.